Hi guys, so this is the family verse and this is just Morticia and Gomez. So I'm gonna skip the opening dialogue because that's pretty easy and self-explanatory. So I'm gonna start right on the singing. So when you're in Addams, snap, snap, you need to feel a little moonlight, or you need to have a little moonlight. Sorry. You guys are doing your salsa steps forward. So remember, you're starting on your right foot and you're going front step together, front step together. And when you do these, you don't really put a lot of weight on that foot. It's not like you're stepping and then stepping back. It's more tap and together, tap and together. You'll notice that my center of balance stays back, okay? And when you do this, Gomez, you are offering your arm so that Morticia can link with you on your first salsa step. Then you have the next, when you're in Addams, you're just gonna snap right here because you guys are linked with your arms. You need to feel a little chill. You're gonna unlink and you do your little shimmies so that you can face back to each other. Then Gomez has you have to see the world in shades of gray. So in the course of that line, that's when you guys come apart from each other. Excuse me. And you hold inside hands and Morticia spins in this way. And you're in your prom pose position. Then this is, you have to put some poison. So remember, poison is when you do your little body roll. Just remember, it starts from your knees and then you just come up. Morticia, you're gonna do it a little bit more than Gomez. Gomez, just nice and small. In your day, there's a little bit of music right after the word day. So right on the word day is when you slide apart from each other. Now this doesn't have to be big, it can just be small arms. It doesn't have to be like, perfect jazz L arms, because that's a little too big for your characters. So Morticia, you are sliding to stage right and you're going in front. And Gomez, since Morticia's in front of you, you're sliding behind her and to the left. So that way you'll switch sides. And Morticia, you're pointing back at Gomez on that's the way, but you're staying facing front when you sing that line. So that's the way. When you're an, that's when you do your catch step. So when you're an, you're gonna catch step on your left foot, catch. So that way you can take your 3 steps starting on your right foot, 1, 2, 3. And that's gonna get you over slightly more to stage right for the whole you need to have a sense of humor line. So again, Morticia just did that's the way when you're in Addams, 2, 3. Gomez will be behind you or just off of you. He'll sing his you need to have a sense of humor. He'll come over, pretend to tickle you. You do your little your over-exaggerated underlaugh is what I like to call it. Then you come back to center, and this is when you do your little promenade. So Gomez, you're offering Morticia your left hand, and your right hand goes on her waist. Morticia, you just hold his hand with yours and place your left hand in his left hand. And now we're just gonna reverse those steps that we did previously and go when you're left, right, left. And this will get you roughly back to center. If you're not quite at center, that's okay, because remember, Morticia, you have to turn out of it to get back to stage left of center. So you stay in the promenade pose for your you need to have a taste for death, and then on the music right after that line, that's when you do your little turn to get yourself back to the left side of Gomez. You sing to each other for who cares about the world outside and what it wants from you. When you're in Addams, you face to the front. I made the decision to add a snap here. So when you're in Addams, snap, snap, hold this. While you sing, you do what Addams always do. And then this is the grooving, which for you guys pretty much means that you're just grooving in place because the other family members are going to be building the pyramid off of you guys. Then this is the whole mi amor dialogue. So just a couple of notes. Remember, after your line, Gomez, mi amor, that's when you're going to kiss Morticia's hand. And remember, it's a stage kiss. So you're going to be holding her hand in between your hands. So that way you actually end up kissing your top hand rather than actually kissing Morticia's hand. So it's a little trick, it's a little stage kiss. Mwah. Will you love me forever and ever? Blah, 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 blah. When you say death of a salesman, that's when you look to the audience. And then Morticia, you look to the audience on how we laughed. Okay, then we come to when you're in Addams, you gotta have a lot of passion. So when you're in Addams, snap, snap, just like normal, you gotta have a lot of passion. This is where you take your outside arm, go away from each other, and then you come in for your ballroom dancing part where you turn around each other. So I'm not gonna try to mirror this because this is a little too confusing for me to mirror. So I'm just gonna tell you which side should be doing what, and then obviously we'll run this in person. So Gomez, after you do your reach out, you're going to be turning and facing upstage, and you are going to hold out your left hand for Morticia to hold on to, and your right hand is the one that's going to go around her waist. So you're going to be facing upstage, Morticia will be facing out to the audience, and you will be side to side, so you're not in front of each other. So that means Morticia, you are going to be holding his left hand in your right, and your left hand is going to be resting on his shoulder, or like on his arm. So right after the word passion, you guys use the words when you're in Addams to turn around each other. So basically you're just walking straight and keeping your center of the circle. So you're just walking around each other until you get back to Morticia facing the audience and Gomez facing the back. So you're only turning around once. You stay in this position for you need to really love your wife, and then right after that line, Gomez, you just come out and come back to the front. And then from here on out is you're pretty much doing everything that everybody else is doing. So I'm gonna have you go watch the family version of this part, just so I don't have to repeat myself. All right, great job guys, bye.